Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. Welcome to today's, podcast. If you can write, you can win. Episode 3. My name is Ronette Turner Corley. I am so excited. This is Testimony Thursday, and today we're going to be featuring a very special couple that's special to my husband and myself. And they're going to be sharing their story. I'm so excited about that because it's going to allow you to see that if you can write, you really can win. And I'm going to let them tell their story. I'm not going to be long before you, but I want to give you a little background about what's going on. We decided to do this every single Thursday because we believe we have stories that are so powerful and that people want to hear them, right? They're so powerful. And we know that you're going to be blessed by what you're going to hear. And there are people all over the United States and Canada that are making this happen. Now, let me go ahead and say this before we get started. This opportunity, this platform is available in the United States and Canada, but there are some states and some areas that cannot participate in this writing process, not because of the company, but because it's government regulated. And these states have decided to not participate. So I want to let you know that. Why? Because I don't want you to think you can write and you can't. But there's an opportunity here for you as well, because if you share, you may be able to, help those in other areas and still be able to put yourself in a position to get paid. But you will not be able to write. So let me share what those areas are. This is not, once again, this is in the United States and Canada, but it does exclude Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, Connecticut, and if you're in Canada, the province of Quebec. Everywhere else in the United States and Canada is fair game. Okay. So I want you to get excited because I'm going to bring this couple on and they're going to share, but there's an income disclaimer here. We're going to talk about money and how to get paid, but please note that the results mentioned, they're not guaranteed because we don't know what you're going to do. And this varies from person to person, but everyone I bring on here has been successful. Why? Because they put in the effort, they're consistent, and they have committed to this process. And I can tell you this, you can pretty much write your ticket and guarantee your success if you follow the instructions. And this couple has done exactly that. So I'm not going to delay. I'm going to bring on Arnold and Sparkle Clegg, and I want them to tell their story. Now we're going to go ahead and hear from them. So just one moment here. Let's go ahead and hear. Let's bring on Arnold as well as Sparkle. Hey, you guys, welcome.
Hey there, Nat. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you. How are you both?
Flat out awesome, sister. Flat out awesome.
Flat out awesome. I absolutely love it. So, I know people are wanting to hear your story because, I put out there, you can write and you can get paid. And we hear these type of things all the time, but you got a chance to see this platform at the very beginning of 2024 when it actually launched. So tell me more about that. How did you all find out about this?
Well, I tell you, we had been in business with some another gentleman, and the company was doing pretty good. We weren't doing as well, so we were in the field looking for something else that could help us recruit some of the losses that we made.
Yes.
And we got an email from our friend who it's definitely in crypto, but he
Mhm.
sent this email to us and was saying, make money by writing letters. And we thought, my goodness, looks like somebody has got into his email and they're sending out crazy emails. So we contacted him and we said, you better check your email because it looks like it's been hacked. And we told him what we'd received. And he said, no, 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 that is from me. You guys need to get on this Zoom and get on there tonight because this is something that I know you, all of the community that we were part of, he said they can make some money and make it now because you guys need to make money. And we thought,
Mhm.
yeah, you're talking right. So we
Mhm.
got on that call and we looked at it, went through it was lasted about 30 minutes.
Mhm.
And after it was over, Sparkle and I looked at each other and we said, you gotta be kidding.
Mhm.
You mean to tell me this is actually saying if we write letters, we can make money? And they made it very plain and clear that it's on the letters are 4x6 postcards and 2 sentences you write on it.
Right.
Immediately, we got involved from the standpoint of, they told us that there is education, first of all, you have to learn, and they have a very good training system set up. And we needed to go through that. Took me about an hour to go through it, but it was simple now that I look back at it. But that's how we got going. I started, and about 3 days after, I got my letters, I got my envelopes, and I got my stamps, and I started writing.
You started
So
writing.
that's how we began.
Wow. Wow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I can only imagine, like, wow, writing letters to make money. Yeah, I'm sure most people feel that way, right? Because that just sounds so
Absolutely.
far-fetched. And now we know this process has been going on for decades.
Right.
So, yeah. So it just lets me know that there's so many different things out there, but you just have to be in the know. So you mentioned, being able to recoup some losses. So tell me, what have you all done in the past as far as you've done work from home businesses before in the past, right?
We have done work from home business in the past. Some have done it quite well,
Hmm.
but then some of them have not.
Right.
But we were looking for something that was sustainable,
Mm.
that was, you know, long going for us.
Hmm.
And when this came along, I want to tell you, this has been beautiful. We
Yes.
have been doing it since January of 2024. And here we are. My birthday in this business was January 26th. And
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's just been a blessing. We have been able to do so much
Wow.
because of this. Well,
Wow.
last year we had to go to different graduations for
Hmm.
grandchildren.
Hmm.
And at the beginning of last year, we wondered how we were going to do that because one was in Texas, Austin, one was in Colorado, and we just wondered, okay, we're going to go, but
Hmm.
how?
Right. Because you're both retired, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're both retired
Yeah.
and just supplementing income, and we needed more for that. I'm telling
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
So, and then in comes this writing letter company, and I'm telling you, it started going. And when the when the coins started coming in and the money started coming in with the conversions, it was nonstop. We were able to fly to both of those graduations, stay in
Wow.
hotels, rent cars, eat at restaurants, and all because of that or this letter writing company.
Wow. Wow. So, needless to say, you're writing and you're winning.
Absolutely. You
That
write and you
is
win.
wow. Wow. So now I do know, because of course we're writing, that it's a process. And what happens is you have to do what we call build up your pipeline. Okay.
Yes.
So what happens, you start writing and it goes to a particular process. And when it does that, you're looking anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks that you start seeing what we call in the what we do drops, or which are basically AKA deposits. And how long did it take you to from the time you start writing to get your deposit?
Well, let me tell you this. For me, in this business, you want to make sure you have patience, and you want to make sure that you've got faith and belief.
Hmm.
When I started writing, they told me one thing that you do not want to do, and that's stop. Continue to write because it's going to take you, at that time, it was 6 to 8 weeks.
Hmm.
And it had gotten 9, 10 weeks for me.
Hmm.
And they said, don't you stop, continue to write. Why? Because I needed to continue to
Hmm.
fill the pipeline with my letters.
Right.
And when they get into the company, for my account, they'll be backed up and ready to go through. I got my first one in 12 weeks from the time I started.
Okay.
And when that baby came through, hallelujah, I knew. Man, oh man, this baby works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And now you've been receiving them consistently because once it starts, it's like now the floodgates open, provided you continue to write.
That's correct. They
Wow.
start flowing through, and it's just a joy
Yeah.
to wake up in the morning and go to your computer and say, bang, you've got
Wow.
some more money coming in.
Wow. So let's talk about 2024. So you started writing, was it January or you started writing in February?
I signed up January 26th and started writing February the 4th.
Okay, so February the 4th, 12 weeks later, you're receiving this drop or deposit that use a conversion, convert this deposit into cash from these letter
Correct.
writings. Now, when that happened, after you started receiving that deposit, did you start seeing that every single month at that point on?
Oh, absolutely. Not just every single month, but sometimes it was once a week. Sometimes it was twice a week.
Wow.
Sometimes 3 times a week. But
Wow.
as an average, maybe every other week for sure, but
Mhm.
definitely every month.
Wow. Wow. So far, what has been, and I know I've already said the disclaimer, and it's based on individual efforts consistently and commitment. So we got that out the way. What has been your biggest month so far with, this income coming in of writing letters?
Well, I can answer that one.
Okay. Yeah, please do chime in.
For both of us, really exciting. One, let me see, it was like 1 week. We both had drops that equaled over $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was like in the same week, we were like, oh my goodness. So that was just like a week of $2,000,
Yeah.
that we both had. So that was just really exciting to see that. And the overall, the way that things, everything that we've been doing, we were looking for something passive.
Yeah.
And I think you and Sly, you know how we are as far as like being promoters or sharing something. So we were truly just looking for something passive. And when just going back a little, when we were introduced to this and we're like, we can do this. We can actually do this, just us.
And you
And
said just us. That's
so
right.
basically everything that we have earned for for 2024 has actually just been us, just the two of us. We've shared, but we have less than 10 in 2024 that actually joined us that we shared it with. But now seeing that we have been here for a year, 1 full year, and this company is solid. This company is no risk. We are ready to share it with others because
Nice.
there's so many people out there that are hurting and they're needing something, and this would be perfect for them.
Right, absolutely. And I understand the hesitancy or the, just the being hesitant to share because as we've been, together in different companies, and when you get hurt and when you bring on people and you have a heart for people and you find they get hurt too, it's not even so much about you, it's about wow, because that person trusted me and it didn't work. Now, it makes you feel bad, like, wow, because you really want to help people.
Right.
So then you get to a place, we've been there before, where it's like, okay, why don't we just make this money ourselves? And, but to be in a position where you can earn thousands of dollars by yourself, that's unheard of in direct sales. I mean, really, you can do it in direct sales, but the effort that you have to put in, do you know how many products you have to sell to make $2,000 in a week? How many people you have to bug? How many friends you have to call up and they have to do you a favor to make $2,000 in a week? And what you did was just write your letters in the privacy of your home to supplement your income on your spare time. Amazing.
And Renette, let me say this.
Yes, please.
As Sparkle mentioned, we were looking for something passive.
Yes.
So that's correct. We did not share it with anyone.
Mhm.
because of that that part of people being hurt.
Right.
And we didn't want to kind of go through that anymore. But we were in this business before we started sharing people.
Mhm.
And I like to put it this way, for 6 months, from January to June, is before we started sharing, just by ourselves, because of not wanting to share the amount of money that I've made or anything. I like to put it this way. If Sparkle and I walked into a Dollar Tree, we could buy over 25,000 pieces.
Well, look, put it out there because we've already had the disclaimer out there. It's based on your efforts, and that's your story. So in
All right.
2024, how much income have you been able to earn from writing letters?
Over $30,000
Wow.
in 1 year,
Wow.
just writing letters
Just writing letters.
Yeah.
I don't know
and
about
having a ball doing it.
and having a
A
ball.
ball doing it. Yes, it is. It is. It's fun. It's a fun time. It's easy. It's peaceful. You go to sleep with a smile. You wake up with a smile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're glowing, girl. So I know
Yeah.
they call you Sparkle for a reason, and you're glowing.
Yeah. So this year, I mean, we have goals this year as far as traveling.
Yeah.
We've decided that once a month we will go somewhere. We will travel somewhere.
Once a month for at least a week, we'll be traveling.
Yeah, we'll
Once
be
a month.
traveling.
You know how many retirees would love to do that, but because in retirement you typically have a reduced income and
Mhm.
just maintaining what you've built up so far. But there's oftentimes and not a lot of discretionary income to do some of
Mhm.
those extra things. So because you've been able to write and been able to write your way to last year 30,000, I'm sure after seeing that you're like, well, maybe should we write a little bit more? Increase that this year. I mean, that's what freedom is
Yeah.
about. So before we get into all of that other stuff, let me ask you, because I know people want to know this, because you have from 18, to however, and I know you're young seniors, but I just want people to know that it's possible for everybody. Right now, you mentioned grandkids.
Yes,
So how many kids do you have? How many grandkids do you have?
we have 5 children and 10 grandchildren.
10 grandchildren.
Yes.
We're
Wow.
still young bucks wet behind the ears.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know we're not supposed to ask ages, but I just want to, my whole purpose is to be able to help people understand. And it's really not, a bad thing when you are as young and look as good as you two do. Because they're
Amen.
probably gonna be caught by surprise, right? Because you're so blessed.
Yeah.
And would you share with the audience how young you are?
Absolutely. February 21st, I will be 75 years old.
Nice.
I will have
He
caught
will.
up with Sparkle.
Yes, he will have caught up with me.
Yeah.
She's 75. We're both 75 coming up in February.
That's so funny. I know we love you guys, but not only that people should know, these are our sponsors. These are the people responsible for us sharing this letter writing deal. Okay. We saw them out. And the reason why I say that, because Sly and I are the same way, right?
Right.
So I always tell him, hey, you better respect your elders. Because I'm 55, he's still 54, but he turns 54 in June. So right now I'm leading the way. Yeah, we're the same. So I totally get it. But yeah, I mean, you're responsible because we happened to see you out at an event
Mhm.
and I said, what are they doing? And we saw the information. It was a no-brainer for us at the time because we knew that our whole goal has been impact. How many people can we impact? And impact does not necessarily mean, oh, we're going to create all these millionaires. Yes, will we like to do that? Absolutely. But at
Right.
the end of the day, impact is being able to help someone be able to relieve stress, be able to live a peaceful life. And, having discretionary income, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, $5,000 a month can make a huge difference. And the masses of people out there are looking for ways to do that.
Yes.
And we have found that way. And thank you all for just posting, because we had no idea it was available.
Well, Renette, let me tell you this. That's pretty wild because personally, I was a person that did not really post business information on my Facebook. I kind of kept it, mild and encouraging things. But after 6 months being in this business, I thought, no, I got to post.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I changed my whole Facebook
Yeah.
for this because my goodness, it's just everybody just needs to know about it.
Absolutely, they do.
And then it made such a difference. And it was easier to post because we'd gone to a conference. And because of that conference, it was life changing. We saw that everybody was winning.
Yeah.
And we've been to so many conferences before in other organizations, and that was not the case.
Right.
But this particular one, everybody was a winner. And the founder, the co-founder, everybody, their heart is so pure. And all they want is for people to win. And that's the vibe. That's what they give out.
Yeah.
And anybody that would ever hear them, when you first met the founder, you and Sly, you sense that, of course, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They the same thing. You just want people to win, and they have
Yes.
found a way to do that, and teaching this system to everyday people.
Yes.
That they can make thousands of dollars from home. Right now, in our area in Northern California, it is raining. I mean, Sly was like, what is that? I mean, the wind is like, and I'm like, you know what? And I just felt the blessing at that moment, because it's like, some people are out there in those streets looking to make a way, not knowing it can be warm in the comfort of their home, turning in TV time and writing and getting paid thousands to do it.
True.
I mean, tell me. So you both are writing. You're like Sly and myself. You both are writing.
Yes.
That's correct.
So do you have a system set up for yourself? Do you carve out time, or how do you do it around your lifestyle?
Arnold has more of a system than me.
Okay.
What I do is I try to write about 48 letters a day.
Okay.
Taking out a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the evening. For me, I can pump out about 12 an hour. So I do 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening.
Okay.
And that'll get like 48 a day. Now, I'm not saying I do that every single day, but that's the pattern that I have. And sometimes I try to do that 5 days a week.
Okay.
But believe me, it did not start out that way.
Yeah.
The first one, my first mailing was 15 letters, and I was worn out because I hadn't written in a long time.
Right.
I'm usually doing this, but now that was the key: be consistent, be continual, and you'll begin to practice writing, and get back to being used to writing with a pen, and you'll start flowing. Don't stop.
Yeah. Don't stop.
Yeah. Sly and I on the 8th, it'll be 60 days for us. We didn't start writing. We just start sharing right away, because here's the thing. Some people will say, well, wait, we've never been told that. I'll say that. But some people that we've talked to, there are people say, hey, I'll just wait till you make some money. And I'm like, there's too many testimonies. What I like about you guys are the trailblazers, because when you started, there were no testimonies, just the founder. But now there's so many testimonies. I'm like, well, send them this, send them that, send them. Look, here's the thing. Everybody can't be lying. So there's too many testimonies. So we can start sharing right away because our goal is to make impact and to make this a household name. Because we really believe with this platform, it will be our biggest play in direct sales. Why? Because everyone wins. There's not a person who can't win if you can write. Now, it has to be legible, but if you can write, you will make money. Period.
Right.
On the planet I've seen so far that someone can hop into and do.
Did we lose you?
Okay, maybe because she said the wind is out from in her internet. Okay, so I don't know. We're still on. We're waiting for her to
It's
log back on
okay.
with us.
All right, I'm back on. All right.
Okay.
Yes. So see, my area is pretty bad right now. So, but anyway, it's nothing that I've seen that where you can put in that effort, like I said, to be able to do that type of those type of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what it takes in the industry of direct sales to do that, especially by yourself. Heck, it's hard to do that with a team without having certain skill sets and, you know, doing home meetings, being in front of the room, leaving your home, being on consistent calls. You don't have to ever attend the conference call here ever. Just write your letters and get paid. That is phenomenal.
It
Amen.
Now,
is.
the community
It is.
is great, and I do believe in plugging in, but just to put it in perspective, that's how simple this is. You don't have to do anything but write.
That's right.
You know? Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So, how many letters have you calculated how many that you've written in a month? Your biggest month so far?
In a month?
Yeah.
I'd say for me, 400.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For me, 800.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's relative. It's easy to do around your lifestyle.
it
Right.
is.
Yeah.
And another thing that's very important, and that is don't compare yourself to anyone.
There you go.
It's you. You don't, there's no competition.
I love
It's
that.
just you. How many do you want to write?
Right.
Can
Right.
you write? You can win.
You know what I love about it? I saw someone who got a drop. Once again, our drops are called deposits and called drops, but it's pretty much a deposit. And I saw someone who says, I got $10, but she was just as excited as 10,000. And
Exactly.
some people need to see proof of concept first before they kick it in gear. But I
Mhm.
love the fact that she celebrated.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's just what it's about. And the community, everyone's celebrating. And like you said, I love the fact that follow your own path. And I even noticed my writing speed has gotten more too, has gotten faster because you will get faster because you're writing the same thing over and over and over again. And you mentioned 4x6. I just want to show that to the audience. This is what a letter looks like, ladies and gents. A 4x6 blank index card. Okay. So can you write 2 sentences on here over and over and over and over again and get paid $5 for this one card? That's what's amazing. So I
You
tell
you see us constantly smiling here
yeah,
because this is a happy business.
It is a
yeah,
happy business.
it is.
It
It's
is.
absolutely happy. So you
Yeah.
mentioned you've been able to do some things like travel, the grandkids. Were there's some other things you've been able to do? Or I know you said you're going to travel once a month starting this year. That's exciting.
It's exciting. It's just like with the extra things that we've been able to do as far as, you know how it is when you want to just buy different things for your house.
Yes.
And so that's been exciting just I wanted some dining room, well, counter chairs for the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I was able to get what I wanted.
Nice.
Didn't have to think about it.
Right. Right.
You know, so it's like just the extra income that we have, being able to do for others, being able to go out when you choose, give, like I said, just give and just have fun
Mm-hmm.
with an ease. I mean, that ease of knowing I don't have to check my account before I do it anymore.
Nice. And I think you're the one that told me that, well, don't talk about how much money. If you have something you want to do, calculate how many letters it's going to take.
How many letters?
You're the first person I heard say that. I'm like, wow, that's good.
How many letters?
Good. I saw someone post and they said, if you want to pay a $600 car note, write 4 letters a day. I'm going, wow, that's great perspective. We're talking about 4 of these every single day, and you can pay a $600 car note and get that off your list, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah, you're hearing stories of people paying off their credit cards, paying off car loans, buying new cars.
right.
I mean, it's there.
It's there.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Well, I am so super excited for you both. And I mean, 2025, I'm sure have you increased your goal for 2025 as far as how many you're riding? Because you've had such a phenomenal 2024.
Hey,
Well-
when the sky is the limit for how many letters you can write a day,
Yeah.
yeah, we've increased it.
Yeah. But now also you have the confidence in knowing it's real. And now you can share. And that's a whole nother comp plan.
Exactly.
That's right. People that we've shared it with that are doing well and coming along, they're seeing the excitement, and of course they're starting to share with other people as well.
Nice.
And it's like something you said, Renette, and that was, well, I mean, we didn't reach out to you guys, but we know just the universe, God just drew us together. Yet, just seeing what you and Sly, we know who you are and what you represent, your heart, and always willing to do for others. So with us not reaching out to you, but yet we were connected together. And now seeing what you are doing to impact other people's lives through this venue is huge.
Oh,
It is,
you.
I mean, it really touches our heart, because once you said, because Arnold and Sparkle, we posted that, it drew you guys, but now it's going to touch thousands upon thousands of people. And it makes you rethink, okay, I want to. I mean, this has been our desire to be able to help other people. And yet God pulled you guys our way, which we thought maybe no, this letter writing would not have been something you would do.
Someone else was going to approach us, and that was her take. Someone who's been in our group that we love and adore, she was going to approach us. She got started early on, just like you all. And she did approach us because she said, they probably wouldn't write. And here's the thing. We love to write because we have to write, right? You can't really advise somebody else or be excited for someone else if you're not doing it in the deal, right? But we saw the bigger picture. We saw the impact that it can make, because here's the thing, the famous quote from Zig Ziglar: if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Well, we saw how big that can play as far as helping enough people be able to relieve financial stress by just being able to take out a pen and write. I mean, the lives that's going to be impacted by that one post, we're excited about that. My mother-in-law is now writing. She never wanted to do anything because everything we've done to make this type of money always required some form of recruiting. And people don't want to do that, right? You have your 3%, 5%, 10% in the industry want to do it, but I'm talking about the masses of people. They really don't desire to do that. And so for her to be able to supplement her income.
Yes.
And we'd rather have her at home writing than greeting at Walmart.
Yeah.
She's not doing that, but thank God she doesn't have to.
True.
And now she can do that, right?
And
so, we'd rather her do that because, number one, not to belittle that, but it's safer for her to be at home doing that, so that's what I absolutely love. And so Thank you so much. You both have inspired, I'm sure, so many people, and your testimony of that. If you can write, you can
You
win,
can
and both of
win.
you are doing it,
Right.
right? So it's exciting.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait. Now that you're on board with sharing, more people are going to be blessed with this, and I can't wait because I know that it's going to just explode for you on that side as well.
Amen.
Yeah, yeah.
Amen.
So yeah. So before we end this time together, what would you say for someone who's kind of on the fence? What would you tell
Get off that fence.
them?
Grab yourself some faith, belief,
Yeah.
and trust.
Mhm.
I know a lot of you folks have been out there looking for a lot of businesses and going through a lot of businesses and not getting the results that you wanted to have. And many of you have been hurt in different uh, businesses. But we're saying to you right now, trust this and trust the process. You will win. If you can write, you will win and you can win.
Absolutely. And I'll piggyback on that. Say, if you're still involved in something and maybe you like what you're doing,
Yeah.
this still is something that won't interrupt that. And
That's
you can
correct.
still have this cash flow coming in and still buy your vitamins and lotions and stuff that you like. You still can, right?
Still can.
This is just an extra
Yes.
stream. Matter of fact, you can buy that with this, or even
Yes.
if
Right.
you want to invest in crypto, guess what? Write your way to your investment.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah, yeah. So it just so many different facets to this. And so I want to say, really thank you from the bottom of my heart, Sly and myself. We appreciate, we're so grateful for that post. And we know we were drawn to it. This is not by accident. We were
Right.
looking for something, but we just remained still and we allowed it to come to us. And when we saw it, it was amazing because I got a chance to see it first, and then I sent it to him, and he saw exactly what I saw. It was not even a discussion. It was like, this is it.
Wow.
And so here we are, and
Yeah.
excited. So let's make sure we continue to go out and make impacts. And right now, this is viewing on all channels, Facebook as well as YouTube. So I'm going to say this: if you're on my page, get with me. Let's go ahead and get you started so you can start putting that pen to work and making profit. If you're on Sparkle or Arnold's page, please reach out to them. They not only got us started, they can help you get started so you can write and win as well. Do
That's
not
right.
hesitate. Yes, there you go. And whoever else shared this interview, if you're on their page, reach out to them because they're sharing it with a heart. They're sharing it from love, out of love, and they really want to see you win.
Amen.
And they want to let you know that this is available. Because as far as I know, this is the best kept secret, and we want to get the cat out the bag.
Amen.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Arnold and Sparkle Clegg. You
Thank
are
you,
superstars.
Ronette.
We
Thank
love
You and
both.
Sly.
And,
Thank
yes,
you. You're wonderful. You're
Say hello
inspired.
to Sly for
Awesome.
us.
absolutely. And we look forward to having you on again as you tell us, give us an update of all the people that have come on board.
All right.
All right. Have a great one. Talk to you soon.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, there you have it. The superstar couple. They're our sponsors. We love them dearly. We got a chance to, as you see, saw their post, and here we are. So I'm going to say this. Go ahead once again, whoever page you're seeing this from, make sure you reach out to them so you can make your 2025 an amazing year. Okay. And once again, if you can write, you can win. We'll be back next Thursday for Testimony Thursday, and we'll be back with another testimony so you can hear how thousands of people around the United States and Canada are writing from home and earning millions. I'm not millions, thousands, millions all together, but thousands of dollars from the comforts of their home, just writing their way to success. All right. So this is Ronette Turner Corley. I do appreciate you plugging in with me this evening, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Testimony Thursday. Good night, everybody.